Hi, today we are going to see how that ChatGPT is going to help for our bioinformatics research. Okay, ChatGPT is a artificial intelligence tool. Okay, we can use it for writing the codes for bioinformatics analysis. It can be very useful for biotech research. Okay, and now now we are going to see how we can write code using ChatGPT and do the analysis. Even if you are not having good knowledge in writing the code or using the languages or softwares, you can easily use it through this method. Okay, it is for all biotechnology students. Those who are not having software background also they can use it. Now we see how we can write the code using ChatGPT. Now to simplify that, I just made messages here. Here, suppose we want to see we want to count number of nucleotides in a DNA sequence. Here we can give you a message, write Python code. Python is a popular language for all the bioinformatics platform, and we can ask ChatGPT to write a Python code for to count nucleotides in a DNA sequence. So just click enter. So now we are getting the codes for the codes to find the for to count the number of nucleotides. So to analyze that, there are a lot of online tools here. Okay, so just from NCBA you can find out online Python. I just put Python compiler. You will see a lot of things. Okay, just you can use anything. So what you can do is just copy this code and put it here. And sorry, just delete whatever is there and paste it and say it is run. Okay, here is the nucleotide. So you don't know how to use this code, and you can ask ChatGPT how to use this code. Okay, so and it will tell you how to use this. Okay, so copy the code and replace DNA sequence. So this is the DNA sequence given here. So the DNA sequence you can replace and run the script. Okay, so this is the online platform. You can, if you are good in uh, Python or other softwares, you can just download the Python software and you can do that. And just for sake of things and to simplify to simplify for all the biotech students, I'm just using online Python compiler, and just I have copied and pasted here and do run, and you will see how many nucleotides 5A, 5T, 5C, 6Gs are there. And this is the sequence given as an example. Suppose I am increasing number of G, three numbers of G I am increasing. Now I should get 9, right? So 9. So I am increasing A, 2 A's. See, 7. Already 5 was there, now 7. Okay, so this is how you will get the result. Suppose you have big sequence. So I have it here. So I have a big sequence. I can copy and I can copy and paste it here. Okay, so now you can run. It will tell you how many A's are there, how many T's are there. So these are all correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Okay, 10 years. Okay, it's correct only. So it is giving correct count. Okay, so another tool, another code you can write for to find out the melting temperature of DNA. There are so many things, applications. You just can explore what you want to do. So for that you can ask Python to write the code. Okay, now I'm just asking to write a code to find out the melting temperature. This is the formula. Using that formula, it is writing the code. Okay, so here the DNA sequence is there. For this DNA sequence, it will give you the melting temperature. Suppose you want to change, you can change it. So I am just copying and deleting. Control A, delete, and Control V. Okay, I just pasted here. And suppose I want to find the melting temperature of this sequence, just say run. It is giving 64 degrees Celsius. And if I add some sequences C, G, so it will increase obviously, because C, G's are high melting point. uh, so it will increase 72 now. So I am deleting this many, the melting point will decrease. Okay, so 48. So this is how you can find the melting point of a particular DNA sequence. If it is bigger sequence, for that also it will give you. So it is very helpful for your DNA research. Suppose you want to go for hybridization technique, you have to melt the DNA. So for that you can find out the melting temperature. Obviously it will help you. Okay, so for any analytical purpose you can use it. For oligos, for everything, primer, melting, for everything you can use it. Okay, so the another example I can show you here. So if you want to find a reverse complement sequence. Okay, the reverse complement sequence is many times it is useful for in analyzing the DNA sequences. Okay, so if you are getting a sequence from Sankar sequencer, and if you want to analyze, you may need to use the reverse complement sequence for primer designing. Also reverse primer designing also you need a reverse complement sequence. So the reverse complement sequence is nothing but the DNA sequence is reversed and complement to the reversed sequence. That is the reverse complement sequence. So I just can ask, make the DNA sequence code for write a code for Python code for DNA sequence uh, reverse complement. Okay, so it is giving the code. It is very simple. Okay, whatever the language you ask, if you can ask Linux, Unix, or C, anywhere, anything you can use. Okay, so normally the Python is a common language for all the high throughput bioinformatics things. So all the bioinformatics tools uses these languages. I just deleted and pasted this. Okay, and I can just say run. You get the reverse. This is the original sequence ATG. This is here, and the reverse complement is here. Okay, this sequence is reversed and complement to that. So G is C is G here, G is C here, A is T, so T is A, so it is reverse complement. You can even give big sequences and you can get the reverse complement sequence. Okay, okay. This is another one more example we have. Suppose you want to design forward and reverse primer for a particular DNA sequence. Just use the DNA sequence here, so that it will be very easy for us. As a sometimes if you copy and paste the reverse sequence, it is not coming correctly. So it is better to ask code for a particular sequence. Okay, so I just copied this and asking ChatGPT to write code for this particular sequence, to get the forward and reverse sequence. Okay, so it is writing the code. Okay, so so the code it is telling, see the reverse primer, how the reverse complement, it is making the reverse complement and making the reverse primer. Here it is telling, see, so reverse complement, it is making reverse complement, the forward sequence. For to make the reverse primer, it is making the DNA sequence as a reverse complement, and it is making the primer. Okay, so this one I just can copy and give it here. So I just run this. See, you will get forward primer and reverse primer. The reverse primer what I am getting is not correct. We can ask ChatGPT to write it. Okay, I can tell ChatGPT, rewrite program uh, to give 20 nucleotides. Okay, so it will give you. So we got the thing, and again we'll check it. Okay, so because the reverse primer what it is given is not correct. Sometimes we have to ask. We can ask it to rewrite. Okay, it's not giving properly. For a primer 20 it is given. Reverse primer is not in 20. Okay, so we have to adjust this. Okay, so instead I can take, no, instead of giving this, I'm just asking first to give reverse primer code. Okay, then I ask for this sequence. Okay, use this DNA sequence to write code. Oh my god, I have not given the DNA sequence. DNA sequence. Okay, now it is writing. Let us see how it is working. Okay, so we have to work out to find out. So it is done. So you can use it for many applications, even for NGS next generation sequences. You can ask to write the code, and it will give. Okay, small things you have to do. It will write the code, but small things we see now it has come. Okay, so nicely it has come. So I have changed the thing. It has come correctly. So you can write codes for so many applications using the chat GPT. Okay, thanks for watching, and subscribe our channel. Thank you. Bye.